God bless you, global Christian friend. God bless the American public. God bless the American government. We said we look at that word, the 40th verse, 640, M-A-Y, may. That word may is just like that word should in John 3:16. All right? We've gone through that before. God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should, not shall, but should not perish. And here in verse 40, he says that you may have everlasting life. Same may, should. You want the shall, you don't want the may. You don't want the should, you don't want the may. You want the shall, all right? You want that positive knowledge from God. It's nice to say that he that believeth on him should have everlasting life, but that's not close enough. You want the shall have, not the should have. You want the have, not the may have. All right? May have could run into mayhem, and you don't need that. All right? You may find yourself in all kind of trouble trying to get out and may not get out. But he said there, may have everlasting life, and I will raise him up at the last day. We've explained that before, what that means about being raised up the last day. And the beautiful part about that is found in Matthew chapter 24, verse 35. I got to go there and read it for you to understand it, because if I don't, you're not going to understand it clearly. Matthew 24 and 35, this is what it said. Heaven and earth, S-H-A-L-L, shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. That means when heaven and earth is passing away, what's happening? His word is raising you up. All right? Understand that. Everybody out there say, his word is raising me up. His word is raising me up. Heaven is passing away. Earth is passing away at the last day. But what's happening? His word is raising me up. One going upward, other one going downward. You know what Revelation 20:11 said? Heaven and earth fled at his coming. I'm not going to get over to what John saw in 21, Revelation and 1, but that last day is very important. You have to have the word of Jesus in you to contain you and to sustain you and to elevate you and to lift you up at the last day, while heaven and earth is perishing because they're not clean in his sight. The Bible says the earth, you read that in the 24th chapter of Isaiah. The earth is going to wobble to and fro like a drunken man. It's going to fall and not rise again. I understand that. I'm not trying to rain on nobody's parade out there, but the truth is the truth. And you're only going to be made free by the truth. Just go on and admit it. If you need to admit it and say, we're wrong, the word is right. We're wrong, the word is right. You're not, I don't mean to harm. It's better to look bad before the face of men than to look bad before the face of God. Because heaven and earth is going to flee at his coming. Well, you take the choice. You want to look good before men and be men pleasers, you most likely will win out before God. Because God didn't like men pleasers in the first place, which is why he kept saying, see that you tell no man. See that you tell no man, I am not a man pleaser. When they tried to make him a king, he fled. Though he was born to be a king, he said. All right. Now, verse 41. The Jews murmured of him because he said, I am the bread which came down from heaven. I don't mean no harm. Murmur all you want to, but he is the bread that came down from heaven. And they said in verse 42, is not this Jesus the son of Joseph, whose father and mother we know? How is it then that he said, I came down from heaven? I want to make one thing clear in that verse 42, that patriotism cannot be denied. All right? Patriotism cannot be denied. And if he said, I came down from heaven, he can't deny that. All because you don't understand that, he can't deny that. He can't deny the truth because he is the truth. Verse 43. Jesus therefore answered and said unto them that murmur, murmur not among yourselves. No man can come to me except the Father, everybody say the Father, which has sent me, draw him. Draw him. You can't come to the Father but by the Son. You can't come to the Son but by the Father. And if you come to the Father, it has to be through the Son. And if you come to the Son, it is because you're drawn by who? The Father. Everybody say the Father. The Father. All right. Verse 44, no man can come to me except the Father which has sent me, draw him. And it is certain that I will raise him up at the last day. Matthew 24, 35 there. When heaven and earth is going one way, you are going another way. While they are fleeing at his presence, you're rushing into his presence. The Apostle Paul said, we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord. While heaven and earth is perishing, you are being restored. You are being prepared for your change. Because the Bible said we shall all be changed in the twinkling of an eye. How quick is that? 1/20th of a second. How quick? 1/20th of a second. I'll raise him up, and then now in verse 45, it is written in the prophets, they shall be all taught of God. Oh my, you can look at Isaiah 54 and 13, somewhere thereabout. But they shall all be taught of God. Everybody said all be taught. All be taught. What does that mean? That means God is going to show you everything he wants you to know. He's going to show you everything that he, as a man, wants you to know. We'll continue this the next time. God bless you, Global Christian friends. Amen.